You can stay positive even when things aren't going the way you thought they would. I am Dimitri Payne. I am here with the 30-day mid-year reset challenge, and I am here to encourage you and also to share my journey. So this journey, and as you can see, I'm in my office, so I gotta adjust the seats and fix things so it can come across well. But as you can see, I am in my car again, but I am literally committed to sharing my process and sharing all that I am going through and all that I'm experiencing during this time. The first 7 days seemed to be really, really, really hard. And it seemed to have gotten harder about day 5, 6, and 7. The days were really hard. Days were very hard. I attempted, if you could tell, some of my emails probably were shorter. You can almost tell when I have a challenging day because I'm not able to do as much. But I was struggling with the technology. I had issues with that, and then I was struggling with some other things. So for me, I was still pushing through and still going and ensuring that I kept my word, because my word is all I have, okay? Making sure I kept my word and making sure that I actually am sharing what I'm going through and what I'm doing in this vlog for the next now 22 days, because here we are in day 8. So I've introduced myself several times, but if you're just joining, I am Dimitri Payne. I live here in Virginia. I'm over 40, God bless. But I am a mother and a wife and a pastor's wife, accountant, all these different things. But the reality is, at the end of the day, through all of those, I am Dimitri, and I pray that you can see my personality and you can tell who I am as I speak and as I talk. For me, it's not necessarily that I have to share and show you the polished me all the time, because I feel like the polished me is not attainable. I'm only polished maybe 15% of the week. The rest of the week, I'm being mom, and I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for my sons to finish their workouts, or doing something where I'm on my way to something, or I'm working, or taking a break and trying to do what I need to do. So reality is, hey, I want to share my life with you, and I want to share this process with you. And when we do the 15-day check-in, I'm going to really share how we ended up here, what happened, and why the Lord impressed upon my heart to do this. And there are many things that I do, and there's things, like I said, there wasn't anything like I had to do this, but it was just impressed upon my heart. And the more we go, I think more people will understand why it was impressed upon my heart, and you will see what I've been through all year, and what I have experienced for this first 6 months of the year. And so today is day 8. And with day 8, the I don't know what you want to call this, the reset message or the reset topic is stay positive, even when things don't go as planned. Stay positive, even when things don't go as planned. Stay positive, even when things don't go as planned. And why do I say that? Because I think I expressed to you how discouraged and how frustrated I was on just a couple days ago with the process of technology and with the process of how things were going. Like, I was really frustrated with the fact that things weren't working, and I had literally just started I have had this website a year. I hadn't really utilized it, but when I went to go utilize it, it felt like I was just running into a few roadblocks that just seemed to kind of to frustrate me and discourage me in ways that I didn't even realize I could be with technology. Now I use technology often. My church streams, I use social media, I'm recording, I'm using my phone, I'm often on my phone, like I'm using this with my notes now. So it's not like technology is not a part of my life and I'm like not comfortable with it. So for me, when things don't work, I get bummed out about it. It's frustrating. I know you guys feel the same way. Even if I try out a recipe and it doesn't come out like I expected it, the same thing. And so it's one of those things where it felt like these first 7 days were just kind of like, oh my, if I have to experience this for the next 21 days, 23 days, this is going to be harder than I expected. However, because of my commitment, I was like, I'm going to do the hard thing. Sometimes we don't want to do the hard thing because it takes too much effort. It takes too much intention on our part. And so for me, doing this is causing me to make a little more effort. It's causing me to be intentional about the way I process and about the way I think about things and about the way I do things. And it's causing me to plan and do what I need to do. And so, our positivity is linked to our actions. You know, if you're excited about something, just like this challenge, we're excited about it, you know, and you get at the beginning and you're just like, yeah, this is what I need. We're going to do this. And then it causes you to go into action. It causes you to actually pick up where you left off, or start something new, or restart something that you stopped. So it's kind of like you're excited initially, so you're positive and you're hopeful, but then life starts happening, and then things start getting in the way, and then your schedule starts filling up, and then one thing after another starts to cause you to put your priorities for what you need to do down at the bottom. But this challenge is not to allow that to happen. It's actually to allow you to keep your priorities and keep you at the top, even though everything else is going crazy. Even though everything else it goes crazy. So I'm very open at the fact that I literally just started counseling this year. And it's been the most helpful thing that I have done in all my years. I have always encouraged it. I've never really felt like I needed it, but in this season of my life, I did. Now, this does not negate prayer. This does not negate fasting or reading God's word, because I'm gonna tell you now, I still do that. But counseling really helped me in processing my thoughts and opening up my awareness to some things in my mind and the way I think. And if you read your emails earlier today, I was gonna talk to you about how therapy helped me look at things differently, and how instead of taking something that's negative, taking it and making it not necessarily positive, but looking at it differently. And so my counselor, which I love so much, and she may watch this, and I just want her to know that I love her dearly. And if y'all need to know who she is, listen. I might tell you and I might not. I don't know. But she's amazing. You know, I'm not going to keep her to myself. If she can help you, she will. But the reality is there's some things that happened in my life this year. And for me, it really felt like I could not go on. I felt like that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I felt like, you know, this ain't it. And I was extremely negative towards the situation, granted, because of grief and because of hurt and because of not understanding, and you're just in this fog. Here's the thing: when you get bad news, there's things that's shocking in your life. They happen, y'all. We're not exempt from them. So I just want you guys to know that those things have happened, and I'm going to be more specific about those things very soon on day 15. So y'all got to keep watching. I'm sorry. Y'all just got to keep watching. And I'm running out of time. But when I finally decided to go to counseling, she asked me about that particular situation, and she's like, well, what can you gain, or what can you get from this? Even though you're hurt, even though you're grieving, what can you get from this situation? And I was just kind of like, I don't know. But her asking me that, she acknowledged, yes, you're gonna hurt, yes, you're hurting, but what can you gain from it? That took me a few weeks to figure out, but I believe it opened up something in me, and it sparked a different awareness and a different fire in me that I now have that I didn't have before. That particular situation that happened, it awakened something in me that it's not that I didn't have it, but it just wasn't there. And I feel like sometimes we take the bad things that happen in life, or the negative things that happen, and we keep posting that it's the bad, all the bad that happened, all the bad. But what did it create? What did it make you to be? What did it cause you to be? And I've learned that the negative things will happen. And so her challenging me to think about that really helped. So that was the example that I was talking about, specifically to that situation. And she's always asking the question. If I'm like, I don't know why I got to deal with this, I don't know why, blah, 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 blah. We all say that. Her thing is, well, if you don't, if you didn't have to deal with it, what would happen? Or, there's always a different question and a different objective, or different objective to how we have a conversation about the negative things. And so for me, just because things didn't go my way this year, I have grown in this positive light, and have grown in this positivity to where I'm still alive. I survived. Hold on, wait a minute. Just because it didn't go like I thought and it broke my heart, it did something, it ignited something else in me. And so today I just wanted to say, if there are things in your mind that you're struggling with, if there are things that you're hearing that you're struggling with, I encourage you to look for the good in it. You look for the good. My husband had an amazing analogy, and I'm not getting into preaching because I'm not preaching, y'all. I'm not gonna preach. I'm not preaching. But he was just saying that God is in the light and in the dark. God is in the light and in the dark. And sometimes we don't feel that way because we're hurting. But God is with us when we hurt. God is with us when we smile. God is with us in the light, and God is with us in the dark. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to stay positive even when things aren't going your way. Just like the rain, we all need, when there's no rain and it's all dry outside, we're looking for rain. We're looking for rain. But to some people, people dread rain. They don't want the rain because they feel like it's an inconvenience. They feel like it's a problem. But no, if the rain doesn't come, the crops don't grow. If the rain in our lives don't come, we won't grow. If the rain does not come, we won't become the better people that God has called us to be. So for y'all, I'm out of time, but I just wanted to let y'all know that you can stay positive, and something good is going to come out of this thing that we have identified that's not good. So we'll see y'all later, and I love y'all, and have an amazing day. God bless. Bye.